Hey guys, it's me again. I'm here to redo a video that I had done a long time ago. Uh, One time I did a Modern Warfare 2 tips video, but that quickly turned into a vlog at the very beginning at least. So I'm here again with 3 tips to help you improve and somewhat stay alive in Modern Warfare 2 if you need help doing so. The first thing that really occurred to me is sound whoring. Sound whoring will help you out a lot in Modern Warfare 2 specifically. Sound whoring is when you use headsets or just crank up your volume and strap on Ninja Pro, and I would go into free for all, and you'd listen and you know when people were running around you or near you, and by doing that you realize, it adds a whole new level of stealth to the gameplay, and it's really a benefit to you. Now, of course, if you're sound whoring, chances are you aren't going to be as focused on the others who have Ninja on as well in free for all, and that can be a problem for you, especially if oh well, they have it too, and they're sneaking up on me. So it's good to have yourself in a position where you're not really vulnerable to that, but it happens. So try and sound for if you can. Second would be cranking up your sensitivity. Sensitivity plays quite a large role when it comes to Call of Duty in particular. Um, in Halo, things need to be steady because you have to pace yourself, but in Modern Warfare 2, it's all about how you killed him. Because if I run up on a guy, chances are I'm not aiming down the sights. I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to start firing like, you know, the world's ending, for lack of a better term. So try cranking up your sensitivity. That was something that a friend of mine had told me before that he did, and one day I decided I'd take him up on it. I cranked mine up from I legitimately had it on 1. Try cranking it up to 4. That helped me out so much because I found I wasn't getting in positions where I was dying as much. I was turning around so fast. Typically, I would get the drop on the guy. And speaking of drop shotting is also something that's pretty cool. If you don't knife too much, which I've kind of stopped doing, switch to tactical button layout, and that puts crouch and going prone on your right thumbstick. So when you picture it in your mind, you can start firing and aiming down sights, but then it's just a matter of you pressing down on that right thumbstick to drop. So that guy, he was putting rounds on where you were, and now you're somewhere else within a split second. And that split second is what all you may need to stay alive. So then the last tip would really have to be mess around with your perks. I know in Black Ops that may not be as easy as it sounds, because they really fixed the perks, I think. That's just my opinion. Keep in mind I haven't gotten any hands-on time with the game myself, which I wish I had, but right now time is short for me. But yes, so mess around with your perks in Modern Warfare 2 can really help you. I took Commando Pro, and I love just being able to jump anywhere, knifing around corners, which was stupid. Um, but then I threw on Ninja, and I realized that despite the fact that I wasn't listening to them as much, people were listening for me because I saw my KDs spike. Like my first time around, I was getting fairly positive, like 13 and 11 and stuff like that, and sometimes just not going positive at all. But then I started noticing I'd get 23 and 11, which may or may not have to do with my perks, may or may not, but I feel like it has something to do with the fact that I took all of the things that I'm telling you right now into consideration and applied it to my game. And then messing around with your blue perks, scavenger became a must for me at a point because I would use assault rifles, and if you're not knifing, you kind of need it. If you're not knifing, you don't need commando, therefore you can throw in ninja or sit rep if you really want sit rep. Stopping power, unfortunately, in Modern Warfare 2 is a must. You have to. You don't have a choice if you're playing. If Unless you're playing hardcore, you don't have a choice. But blue perks, sleight of hand was what I used to use, but once I started not knifing, I realized, well, a bit before that as well, I realized that it became very helpful when you know you can just spray bullets and win in a gunfight. But that's really all I have to say to you all. I stopped doing videos for a while. I realized, like, I actually started working on a blog more because writing was more my thing. Um, but then a guy told me at my school, his name's Matt. Thanks, Matt. He told me that he enjoyed my videos and, that he did the thing with the sensitivity and that helped him out a lot. So I just thought I'd, you know, because if one person likes what I do and if one person appreciates it and applies it and that's helping them, that's enough for me. So thanks, guys. Have a good day. I'm out.